Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Vicki Howie of chakraboosters.com, the creator of Chakra Boosters Healing Tattoos. And today I'm coming to you from the area near Big Sur in Monterey on the ocean of the west coast of the USA. It's beautiful here, and we are finishing up a series on the #1 myth that blocks each chakra. We are now to the crown. La! That's my crown music. La! Hey, maybe just doing that opens up your crown. It could, especially if you visualize your crown just opening when you do it. La! So we are going to look at a myth that's pretty pervasive. I want you to understand this myth I'm going to share is not up here. It's everywhere. It's in our culture to the point where it's in every bone and every cell. So it might not change overnight, but I would like you to feel into it because it, interestingly, doesn't necessarily block your crown chakra. It blocks your ability to own your relationship with your crown chakra. And given that the crown chakra is the spiritual chakra, it's the highest divine, it relates to when we are between lifetimes and we are just pure spirit. And because of that, it's important that we have ways to anchor our personality self with the divinity that we are. And this will help you do that, looking at this myth. What is the myth? The #1 myth of the crown chakra? It's the myth that there is some entity, some singular being, or even multi-beings that are separate from you and hold all the energy, that there's a God figure separate from you that holds energy that you do not. Now guys, I'm not scientific, I'm spiritual. So for me, this is hard territory to go into because for me, this is a given. In my 20s, I had a full samadhi experience. It was when you completely just are overcome with bliss energy of the divine and you lose your sense of identity. I was forgetting to eat. I was way more psychic than I even am in my being now. It's just like I'd be in the bank and someone would just like, it was for about 10 days or so, and people would just approach me and words would come out of my mouth that though I channel to a certain degree now, then it was just full on. Everything was full on. So for me to talk about the crown sometimes is challenging because it's a natural place for me to be in the awareness of the all. So it's a given for me. So I don't know how really to shift this for you, but I see for many people, we've learned a sort of patriarchal God, and we've learned to make God larger than us. Now, I think this certain humility to know that consciousness is larger than us is beautiful, but it's in us and larger than us. So if you basically look at anything in the physical phenomenal world, this world, anything, you look at it, a physicist looks at it, it has a pulsation of energies, it has life, it has consciousness. This consciousness is intelligence, and it's at the base of everything. I mean, really, equals MC squared. Einstein told us and showed us a long time ago that all this stuff that we thought was mass, that we thought was physically solid, was truly swirling energy. And this swirling energy is all there is. When we go down and go down and go down and go down, we just keep seeing more and more energy. This energy is the stuff that everything is made of. So while there can be great saints that have embodied this energy like nobody else, and there can be deifications, gods that we honor because it helps us to communicate with this intelligence. At the same time, I want you to realize that you are never separate. So I just want you to watch that idea when talking to your God, whatever your God is, even if your God is nature, you're connected to nature too. I'm in nature right now, and the swirling energy in me is the same energy in this tree behind me, the ocean out here, the rocks down there. It might be moving at a different pace, presenting itself a little bit differently, but it's the same intelligence, cosmic intelligence, and it's why we can do circle work and everyone's in tune. It's why sometimes humans, though we are the least connected much of the time, we can act like hive beings. We can do things in sync, and it's just mind-blowing when we really do. Because underlying it all, we are God energy. You are God energy. So it's phenomenal to have a God of your choice. Just be aware, are you reducing your connection to that God by saying this God is greater than you rather than this God is a bigger expansion of the same energy as you? Okay? This God is just the same energy as you, writ large. Consciousness itself, for me, is a great way to think of God, and yet I enjoyed the deities that I worked with when I was doing yoga, because they can teach us so much. And I thoroughly enjoy Jesus and looking at his teachings. There's so much heart energy, so much love energy. Personally, sometimes I've observed his teachings get really thwarted to where the love has been utterly thrown out, just thrown out. I mean, it's like, that would be like taking a chicken soup and sucking out all the broth and sucking out the chicken and leaving the water and still calling it chicken soup. If you practice Christianity and follow Jesus, and you take love and acceptance and just loving acceptance of everything out of the equation, and you bring in lots of judgment and stuff, you've lost the very heart energy that was the foundation of his preachings. Nevertheless, I'm not here to teach that. I'm just here to say, let us realize, let us let go of the myth that there is a singular or even many gods that are separate from us, that hold power and grant us things. Be very aware of that separation you make, because you are consciousness energy. That's why the chakras give us a rainbow of ways, literally a rainbow of ways, to deal with our external world and make changes to it inwardly that then affect our outer world. Because our consciousness is not only intelligent, but it's organized into these rainbow frequencies. Pretty cool. When we come, the way I look at it, that I put in a key to the chakras, The Key to the Chakras, my book, by Corto Publishing. What I put in there was that when we take a prism, Sir Isaac Newton took a prism and he shone light, white light. We are spiritual white light, intelligence, consciousness through the prism. The 3D prism, the pyramid prism, is this 3D reality. When you shine light through it, it goes into a rainbow of colors. And when you shine it back, it goes back into white light. I feel like that is our life. We are white light, comes into this 3D prism, this 3D reality. We separate into a rainbow if we know the way to work with this rainbow, and we know the secrets of the chakras. Yay for you for knowing them. Then you can really work at a spiritual foundation level on shifting things in your life and being all that you can be, all you came here to be, and not blocking down certain parts of yourself. And then at the end of your life, that energy goes back again to divine source. So it goes back out of the 3D prism and becomes white light again. And that's what Sir Isaac Newton showed centuries and centuries ago, that's what happens when you put light through a prism. So we're in a prism now, but we're still consciousness. So you are a slice of the divine. You are never separate. You only think you are. So you might want to work with your thoughts, because when you think you are, you then block off so many possibilities. But in truth, you are always connected to the divine, and you always are an emanation of divine energy. You are the divine experiencing itself as the unique version it can be through you. So that's that myth. Let's crumple that one up, throw it out. Bye-bye myth. We are divine in every moment. It's just whether we want to recognize it or not, whether we really want to. And we are powerful in every moment. And there can be a humility to asking, to going beyond our own ego. That's fine. Your ego does have limits. You can say, I don't know the answer, but you have an umbilical cord to the answer. So just say to the divine, speak to me, speak through me, be me, show me the way. That's it, guys. That's the end of our myth series. If you didn't see the other myths, please go back and watch the others. And let's open up the chakras by getting rid of these myths that have been around way, way too long. I am so grateful that you're in my tribe and that you do these videos with me. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next video. Blessings.